Good evening, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader at 6:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Sunday, October 17th, 2021. This isn't financial advice. It's educational. Click the subscribe and the bell to be notified of these videos when they come out, as well as the thumbs up. Share the video with your friends and colleagues. We're talking about Fetch.AI, or artificial intelligence, on the crypto decentralized environment. Intraday updates are on that Twitter link below for intraday updates. In the meantime, Fetch US dollar is seemingly consolidating within this red enclosed triangle, which is really what we call an upward ascending triangle. It has a straight line as resistance on the top, as well as an ascending line as support on the bottom. Now, we've been range bound in this thing all the way back since September 21st, almost a month ago. And, we're continuing to adhere to this, respect that line at the bottom around 71 cents. We continue to consolidate up, but, it could just as easily be that we have a rectangle pattern here. Look, we've had a few times where we've hit bottom here, still above that ascending line, but at the same time, this could be a rectangle just as easily. But right now, it feels like we're going up, and if it's not, if we break through 71 cents, I think the next area of support here is 67 with a bounce. So I think, generally speaking, we're either in this triangle or if we are in a rectangle between the green and the green line of support and the horizontal red line of resistance. Now let's move into, and obviously I think once we break this resistance area of 86, I think that's when we start taking off. In the meantime, Fetch Bitcoin, we right now around this 1200 area line of support, very reasonable line of support. And, taking a really long look at this chart, we see that this thing's happening since January of this year. We've had a nice long line of resistance. I don't think we're going to resolve down this far, but if we ever did, it's a 25% drop on Fetch in its corresponding US dollar pair, assuming Bitcoin stays exactly where it is. In the meantime, I think we're going to consolidate. We could catch a nice bounce here. Let's see how this thing plays out. But anywhere below 1100, I would be getting concerned in terms of its ability to stay above that. In the meantime, Bitcoin, I'll tell you why. Let's go into this. 1100 is right around here. This would be kind of like where there's a lot of price action consolidation. Anything below that would tell me we might drop down further. Bitcoin, let's look over at Bitcoin. 61,311. We are on the green line, which I've talked to you guys about a few months back. We drew it, hasn't moved. Still pointing to 80,000. Happy that we are still back on the line again. Look at that. I mean, we looked at this pattern, and as a result of looking at this one, so we found this one, and then we realized there was something very similar in the past, and both resolved to the upside. And that's where we are, back on our path, on our green brick road to 80,000. I think it's going to happen possibly sooner than that. In the meantime, Bitcoin dominance is in this range. We are continuing to go in this upward facing channel, which is all right. It's not too steep on its way up. It's a reasonable slope right now. So it gives Bitcoin to outperform the Bitcoin dominance, really yielding any difference there over to the altcoin market. In the meantime, Fetch US dollar is 74 cents. I think we stay between the range of 86 and 73 over the next day or two. However, if we do drop, I expect a full-on bounce from 67, and that's kind of where it's at. Other than some unrecognized macro event, which I don't really see anything. Other than, remember, Bitcoin futures ETF coming out this week. It's not a real ETF. I wouldn't call it an ETF, but they call it an ETF. Usually, I like ETFs to be more based on the spot market, which is more of what I think the Bitcoin ETF should really be centered around. But anyway, that'll probably come out with Grayscale introducing and looking for approval from the SEC. So we'll find out a little bit more on that, and I will definitely keep folks posted on Twitter. Have a good weekend, everyone.